I'm definitely the heifer and you're the hog.
No, I'm the heifer and you're the hog. This is awesome. Look at us go. Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look where we are.
Look at this.
It's in a pot. We have a studio now.
If you're listening, listen to this.
Listen to this. Does it sound new? Because it is. Same podcast, new studio.
We're in a different room.
We moved to a different room, and let's not reveal too much behind the curtain, but we live together. We're fucking roommates, bitch.
I don't live with him. I have my own 3-bedroom house.
That's true, yeah. I have a 4-car garage. I just live in one of the garages, and then my cars live in the other 3.
And I have a garage as well.
I don't really even have a house. I just have 4 garages.
4-car garage.
All I have is a 4-car garage.
All right, your dream 4 cars in your 4-car garage, go.
A Volvo SUV, a Volvo hatchback, and a Volvo sedan.
It's 3.
3 Volvos.
What's the other space for?
Oh, that's for me. I got to live somewhere. I told you that there's no house. It's just a 4-car garage, and I'm in the 4th.
And then now ask me to be polite.
And what? No,
please be polite. Ask me.
And what would your 4 dream cars be?
Lamborghini coupe.
Wow.
2-door, a 2-door.
Yeah, that's what coupes are.
A yellow Hummer. Because I want people to drive. And the windows would be tinted because I want people to think I'm Hulk Hogan inside.
Is that what he drives?
If he doesn't drive yellow trucks and cars, yeah.
Yeah, what the hell's he doing?
A blacked out Hummer.
Blacked out Hummer.
2 Hummers.
2 Hummers.
And then the 4th car, I would like the rocket car from Fast and the Furious.
God damn it. I want to go one episode where we don't mention Fast and the Furious. Firmly.
Which car do you think I would be driving the most?
Probably the rocket car. Whichever one consumes the most gas, and it seems like the rocket car would consume the most gas for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a gas guzzlersman.
God, I think I wore this shirt in the last episode.
Browns? The Cleveland Browns. You idiot.
Oh, my God. I have to...
What? What's wrong, dude? I gotta get a different shirt on. This episode's not good. I got this shirt on now.
If you guys are out there listening...
Sorry about the shirt.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. I just thought we finished each other's sentences.
No, I was going to say thanks.
Oh.
Hey, if you're out there listening, thank you.
Thank you. Some sincerity from Gregory Kennedy.
Hey, I can get real sometimes.
Yeah, no. All right, get real right now. What's the realest thing you could say right now? I tried to come up with a question, but my brain froze.
What's the realest thing I can say right now?
Yeah, about me as a man.
You're certainly trying your hardest.
Oh man, that laugh almost turned into a full-blown cry. You're certainly trying your hardest. I am, sort of.
You just don't have like man vibes.
What?
You look like a chick.
Because I got long hairs.
Yeah.
Flowing hairs.
You're like the bearded lady.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think you would thrive in a circus freak.
I got a big beard. I got big old titties.
I think you'd work in the circus for a year and then they'd end up giving you your own fucking show.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm funny. It would be a great stand-up show. They'd be like, my God.
You would do stand-up in this fucking circus.
Yeah. They'd be like, and now doing 45, Chris Higgins, the bearded, titted lady.
And you go up there and you're like, I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm a chick.
If you think that there's a alternative message to the last minute and a half of jokings, there is none. There's no alternative message. It's just a bearded lady. It doesn't mean anything else.
We just kind of come in here with our dicks up our butt.
You put yours up yours.
It feels like I'm like fully connected.
We made it 5 minutes. You made it took less than like 2 minutes to get to Vin Diesel, and then a little over 5 minutes for you to get to Dick Butt.
I think that
all of Greg's riffs have been spent up.
I think that the people that listen regularly appreciate the fact that I continue to not try to talk about anything new.
I think that the listeners appreciate how real I'm keeping it with the Dick Butt stuff that I am into secretly.
I'm just trying to keep it real.
So, Greg, you just recently got back from a trip in which you were trying to solve a murder. How did that go?
They asked me to leave
immediately,
mm-hmm.
and then you started pointing at a lot of people, and you're like, "You did it, didn't you?"
I didn't know that when like a area is roped off with like yellow tape that like you can't just go in and just start pissing on everything. I thought I'm a journalist. I thought I was sterilizing the crime scene.
Yeah, that's what all crime scenes want. They want to get rid of any sort of bacteria or DNA. It helps them solve it.
Well, now they think that I did it.
Because you came in and pissed all over everything? Are you wanted for murder right now, Greg?
I really don't know. I have no idea. It's possible.
Oh, man. Those true crime podcasts are always so fucking fun. Have you ever listened to any?
Yeah. You ever seen Unsolved Mysteries?
That's the show, right? Like
Yeah, that song goes hard. That's why I like the show.
CNBC. Oh, I know that song now that when you did the burn. That's when I got it.
You know what I hated about Unsolved Mysteries?
They're unsolved.
At the fucking end, they didn't solve it.
Oh, Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now, but it wasn't always on Netflix.
Oh, really? Okay. The new series is on Netflix. That dude jumped off a building. No one knows how or why.
One guy?
Yeah.
I think I watched that episode.
That was a good one. The episodes that I've listened to many true crime podcasts back in my day. I'm not as much into them anymore.
If I jumped off a building, everyone would know why.
Because you'd yell it on the way down.
I'm jumping because I'm angry.
I'm jumping because I recently lost a million. Oh. He didn't finish in time because he accelerated at 9.8 meters per second squared.
God, if I knew I was about to die, I'd be leaving clues everywhere. There'd be so much semen. Just fucking everywhere. Just trails of
looks
it.
like, all right, well, you're on Unsolved Mysteries later, and they're like, well, one we did solve is because Greg jizzed everywhere that would have led us to believe that he was murdered by Chris.
It was amazing.
It was incredible.
We're giving Chris the Nobel Peace Prize.
And the death penalty
at the same
for murdering Chris.
God, the death penalty,
Or
that
Greg.
sounds fucking gnarly.
Yeah, do you know they botch it often?
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose.
Well, it's also because it's like, I think that's a doctor overseeing it, but I can't imagine that the best doctors in the world get the death penalty job. Like, because if you're a doctor, you don't go in there being like, I want to inject people to death.
How do you fuck up electrocuting somebody?
I don't know if they do that as much anymore. I just know that they...
Still alive. One more
electrocism. How would you kill people if you were the judge, jury, executioner? What would be your method of execution?
Well, I'd pace in front of them back and forth, looking at them like this the whole time. And then hours and hours would go by.
Of you pacing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they'd go to sleep and they're slowly starting to nod off because they're like, this is boring.
Yeah.
I gotta get my rest. And then I would choke them out until they weren't breathing anymore.
So you would pace in front of them for like hours. And then all of a sudden you would just
Yeah, wake them right back up.
Oh, because they would have gone to sleep.
And I'd be like, no sleep till Brooklyn.
And I
something. That'd be my catchphrase.
and the warden would be like, we gotta get a new executioner, one with less catchphrases.
No, one guy involved would really like my style. The main guy would really be about
Yeah, I
it.
mean, some wardens would be like, this guy's too much, and other wardens would be like, this boy's an artist. I like what he does.
What would you do?
First I would be a judge, and I would wield a gun in the courtroom.
Before they even start.
No gavel, just gun. And I'd be like, order in the court. And or they'd be like I object, and I would just point my gun right at the lawyer, and I'd be like, sustained.
And that's good. Yeah, you gotta have like a catchphrase.
An execution.
Object this bitch.
And then how I would execute him? How would I execute him? I would hire an up-and-coming executor that I had heard did this pacing and choking thing.
There's a new man out there.
There's this new executioner in town. No, I wouldn't really need an executioner because I'd already have the gun. I think as soon as I would sentence someone to death, I would just be like, you come here. And then I'll just pop him right between the eyes.
Damn. I see you as like the guy with like the hood on his head and with the big axe, honestly.
Ooh, that would be cool too. Yeah, I would wear, all right, and then the other option is I would have like a really cool like mask, and then I would wear big pantaloons, like flowing pantaloons, and the waist would be like just underneath my tits, and I'd be wearing no shirt.
You can't wear a shirt.
So it'd be like big flowing pantaloons.
You can get blood on the pants. You can't get blood on the shirt.
Well, I just don't have a shirt for this outfit.
I also don't wear, like, you're not supposed to wash your pants.
What?
Yeah, I don't ever wash them.
The hell?
Like,
no, come on.
they're black.
You gotta wash. I've heard people that don't wash their jeans.
Yeah, why would you wash them?
They get dirty.
It's just more work. I have to, after it dries, and I have to take it upstairs.
You don't dry your jeans. That's what you don't do.
No, I don't.
I never dry my jeans.
No, I don't wash them. I don't dry. It's one less step.
You put them in the washer and then hang dry your jeans. You absolute freaking Neanderthal.
No, I do dry them, and they get really tight.
Yeah, that's why you don't dry them.
But it's awesome. I feel powerful.
You do wear tight pants a lot.
People don't like it.
I don't.
A lot of the world has changed in that tight pants are out, and a lot of people really like these new, high-waisted flowing things.
The ones that go right underneath your tits, and you're wearing a cool mask, and you got a big axe because you're about to chop some dude's head off.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Women all the time comment that they think it's time for me to loose the tight, and then I just double down.
You're like, check this out. And you like pull them even tighter. Check this out. And you expand within them to make them tighter, actually.
My style is tight ass jeans, huge shirt.
Huge shirt. Yeah, you look like a skier from the mid 2000s.
Listen, I got my vibe. It's mine.
You dress like Tanner Hall.
Who's that?
He's a skier. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't get it. You dress like Shaun White.
I'm 16. I'm professionally doing things.
Oh, just I'm greatness, dude.
Fucking redheaded freak. Oh,
that's why you don't like him?
I hate the fucking day walkers.
Oh no. I love gingers.
No, I have a lot of redhead friends.
Me too.
I just wish that they weren't redheads.
You go up to them and you're like, I've been keeping it a secret for a while.
Why don't you look more like me?
Dye your hair like me and get rid of your freckles.
Look more like me.
I had a friend who had freckles, and his mom used to say that every one of his freckles were kisses from an angel. Yeah, I didn't like that either, I'm bummed I brought it up on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Now we have to, sit in that.
No, we can move on.
All right.
You ask me a question, a really good one, like, how would you execute people?
I got a
something
question
that good
for you.
because that was a good question, and you kind of owe me a good question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you were trapped inside of a basketball, how would you feel?
Wow. Not good. Although if it's basketball that's in my kitchen right now, I wouldn't be very bummed at all.
Hey,
It just wouldn't move a lot.
did you play Pokemon growing up?
Like the card game or on?
You're familiar with Pokemon.
I am familiar with Pokemon.
How badass do you think living inside a Pokeball probably was?
I mean, I always. What do they have in there? Do they like a small apartment?
I don't know. They shrink down to some red beam. They beam down.
So they're just there. They're like essences inside the Pokeball.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that would be really. I remember Pokeballs. I would watch that show growing up and like seeing. I always really liked that part.
It's amazing.
They throw the Pokeball and it's like shoo 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 shoo.
I really like that they found random animals out out and about, and then they kick the fucking shit out of the Pokemon, and then they go, "You're also mine now."
Imagine that, dude.
And you're gonna be my friend.
Imagine that. You like, I walk around with my cat and I go, all right, there's an animal I like, and I go, cat, kick the living shit out of that moose.
'Cause we need it.
'Cause we need that moose later in other cat moose battles.
And then it will like us.
And then it will be one of our best friends.
After we kick the Pokemon's ass, it will be our friend.
Makes sense to me. Do you think there was one person who, like, when they were pitching Pokemon who was like, it doesn't work like this?
No.
No, they were all like, I'm down.
The Japanese people?
Do not do a Japanese accent right now.
I was just going to say, the Japanese,
Do not.
they write one draft out,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, send it.
Yeah, I mean, there are very, productive.
They sat down one day, and they're like, crazy animals,
Yeah.
balls they live in,
Mm-hmm.
fighting,
Yeah.
run it.
Boom. Run it now. I mean, I will say, man, the amount of like content and like purely animation based, like anime and all that shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese,
Nailed
like,
it.
holy shit.
Japan seems so much cooler than America.
There's so much media there that we don't even know about. Like full blown, like they don't need our pop culture. They have an even bigger version of their own.
They don't need us.
Not at all. They never do. But that's the thing. Like that's one of America's biggest exports is our pop culture. Like you go overseas and you see people just like watching music videos.
This is all everyone in America wants.
Huh.
Fame.
Yeah, I mean, and look at us.
I don't want fame.
Me neither.
I want the money.
Yeah. I don't want fame.
I have enough of the money,
Yeah.
you'll never see me again.
I don't want fame, but I will say I've been recognized a few times on the street and stuff, and I don't mind it.
I hate it.
Really? I mean, like, I
They're
want
like, Greg? And I'm like, you need to fucking back the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then you know who? It's like usually just somebody I know, and I couldn't see them right away.
I mean, it's like, I sometimes when people recognize me, and usually no one's recognizing me, to be like, what's up, Chris? I fucking hate your comedy. It's always complimentary. So obviously it makes me feel good.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
I
awesome.
like walk on freaking sunshine for a few hours that day.
I think people maybe must just be afraid to approach me.
I'm not getting recognized mostly because I think people are in fear of my vibe.
Is it because I walk around like this, pacing back and forth?
And then you'll never know when I'm about to choke you to death. Oh, is that how you were choking?
Right behind them.
You're behind.
Yeah, because then they're like falling asleep, and then they're like, maybe they open their eyes for a second, and I'm not there anymore.
But they're dying.
And they're like,
And then I'm in the front of them, the judge with the gun.
I really talk about like doing horrific things a lot on this podcast.
I haven't noticed, and I think that's probably bad. I mean, once you do commit the crimes, this podcast will be used to put me away in jail for like collusion or something.
It's pronounced collision, and it's what cars do when.
Do you want to get bopped?
Do you want to get booped?
I'll bop you.
Yeah, fucking boop you right now.
I just take the mic and I'm like, and I bop you.
It bopped.
Did it bop on the sound?
Probably. I don't know. I'm done listening.
Oh yeah, no more headphones.
Not listening to me. Listening to.
Yeah.
Not listening to anyone listening.
Do you think it's freeing?
No, I feel like I'm about to vomit, and I think I have to poop as well.
Oh, he's fine. Everything's cool.
And my body hurts, and my feet ache.
And you've been to a doctor?
And I went to a doctor recently.
And how was that?
They said they don't know why. They said they don't know why.
I don't know why that is. That'll be $500, please.
That's really how it went.
I hate the doctor so much. I went to the doctor recently too. I went and got my annual physical.
And they shoved their fingy.
No butt.
I have bad experiences with the doctors.
He cupped my balls and made me cough. And then I got blood work done. And I actually just got my blood work results back yesterday. I have 3 months to live.
And I'm gay.
And weirdly enough, the doctor said in the blood results that I was gay, which is fine. Nothing's wrong with that. But I have been unaware of that until now. I have to tell my girlfriend. That's going to be sad.
3 months to live. Boys Town's right down the street.
3 months to live.
Not bad.
I'm as gay as a tangerine.
Tangerine Dream.
Huh?
I think it's a weed strain.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, they took blood. I have fine blood. It's really surprising, the lifestyle that I live.
Good blood.
It's shocking that, given how much red meat I consume and how much alcohol I drink, that I have perfectly normal cholesterol.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's insane.
Because sometimes I look at you and I'm like, that man cholesterol
It's probably through the roof.
is bad.
But
I never seen you eat Cheerios. I mean,
it's probably because when I was growing up, I ate so many.
Cheerios?
I would I ate a lot when I was like growing up. Like definitely when I hit like a growth spurt, my mom fed me a good amount, but I would eat like an entire bag of Cheerios and then like sometimes like half a gallon of milk.
You call it a bag, huh?
A bag, yeah. Because the bag's inside the box.
Yeah, well, it's kind of confusing, actually. What the fuck do they want to... You can't call it bag box.
A box of Cheerios? No, there's a bag inside that. That box isn't fooling me. I know what's inside the box.
Can you get that box of Cheerios?
That'd be like telling me that... I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure out the analogy right now.
Give me some time and I'll figure something out.
Let me get to the drawing board. I'll write a better whiff for everyone. Oh, man. Yeah. Perfectly normal blood work. Nowhere near diabetes. Don't have cancer. Gay, though. Which is great. I'm excited to live this new chapter of my life.
I think that, that's great for you. Personally, like...
The doctor said they don't know what's wrong with you. Oh, they took blood... And I have a bruise now on my inner arm where it looks like I shoot up heron.
What a tough life you fucking have. Your life, it's just tough.
Yeah, it's really tough being perfectly healthy and perfect.
Perfect.
I'm perfect all the time.
Perfectly perfect.
How's your life going? It's a terrifying question.
Oh, God.
Whenever someone asks me, how are you? I'm like, will you fuck off?
My parents the other day, well, they just say this all the time, but they're, like, you gotta start making some decisions here. And I'm just like, you don't think I know that?
You're about to be an adult soon, Greg.
You don't think that this is not how I pictured my fucking life?
Yeah, well, like, what kind of decisions are you supposed to be making?
They don't understand. They are like a blue-collar family. My mom worked in a factory. My dad was a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out here like, what do you do? And I'm like, and I don't even have an answer for it.
What do you do?
I work sometimes, and then I...
Sit people down and tell them my little jokey jokes.
Yeah, I realize I'm doing kind of my fucking act right
You
now.
stopped in the middle of your stuff. You could have done it.
No, that's fucking lame.
Why?
Because then it takes away, like... Because all the people that listen to the podcast reach out to me.
All of them?
I'll post I have a show, and like 300 people are like...
We've got 3,000 listeners per episode. You are not unique. You're one of 300 million people listening to this podcast right now. The entire population of the United States tunes in every Wednesday at 5 a.m. That's when these get uploaded. Check them out.
Check them out.
Not that we need you
They're
to,
listening to us.
because you're already here, and so is the rest of the country.
All right.
Which is what I'm saying.
Stop it.
You're
Hey, shut the fuck up.
300 million people per episode.
If you went to Hogwarts, let me run this back. If you were in Hogwarts, which house would you be?
I'd make my own house. Higgins. It'd just be me in there. If anyone tried to talk to me, I'd be like, no, get away from me.
I would be in two houses, of course, because I am a master of betrayal. I would be in Hufflepuff, but truthfully, I'm in Slytherin.
I'd be Hufflepuff spying for Slytherin, of course.
Of course, I am the guy who, is all about debauchery. And
I would create a fifth house. I would build a small cabin next to Hagrid's, and I would learn as much as I could from him.
You kind of...
Say it. Say it, fucker.
I look like Hagrid.
I know. You
I
don't
feel
think
like-
I'm aware of that? I'm looking at Hagrid and I'm going, now that's the guy whose mantle I can probably inherit.
I'm Hagrid. I'm friends with a spider.
Dude.
Fuck about you.
I'm out there with a dog and a forest and some tall lady. I'm having the time of my life.
I think Hagrid dies and they ask you to be the new guy.
You don't think that's the plan?
There's a new giant in town.
There's a new big one here.
Oh,
No. And I ride it on my motorcycle, which runs on.
gasoline.
Thank you. We've already established that.
Flying gasoline.
Episode 1, we established what Hagrid's motorcycle runs on.
Glad to be back to Hagrid
I'm
and Harry
stoked
Potter.
to be talking about Harry Potter and not... No! You about to get booped.
Booped.
I booped him again. I think that I would be out there, my own cabin. I'd be sitting there in the forest. I'd ride centaurs a lot. I'd have relationships with sexual relationships with centaurs. I'd suck them. They'd suck me.
Come here. Come here.
Where's Chris? He's out sucking centaurs right
You
now.
got a carrot in your hand?
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. And you wrangle him up.
And he comes to eat it, and I just stop it up him.
Ooh, centaur babies. That would be fun.
Yeah, I'd have these weird, freaky centaur babies running around. I'd go into the woods. I'd see spider. I'd fuck the spider.
Oof. I don't like that one, actually.
Sorry, dude. I can't help it. This is what Hagrid taught me.
This is what Hagrid said the
Turns
job
out
is.
that's what Hagrid was doing out there.
Yeah, so I think that I'm in Hufflepuff. Secretly, though, in Slytherin, I think that all the debauchery goes on for quite some time, and it starts to kind of get into my head. My head starts to, get a little sick. I start getting a little kind of crazy. Then, I start thinking more and more about Harry Potter because everyone's talking about it. He already graduated. He's gone now.
Oh yeah, he's like works for the ministry or something now.
But I'm not that afraid of him because I know he's like Hook,
Oh,
in Hook
shit.
how
I see
Peter
where
Pan
this is going.
Peter Pan went away for a while.
Yep.
Came back, he didn't have any power.
You're-
I feel like maybe it's the time to strike. So I go out tiptoeing to Hagrid/Higgins' cabin,
No,
get that motorcycle car.
no.
Harry hears it.
That's my
He's
car.
like, "This is amazing. My friend's coming to see me."
It's the executioner
I pace in front of him for a while,
in front of his house.
and then I expel his armises.
Expelliarmuses tonight.
And where's Hagrid? Where was he? He could have prevented this.
He's in bed with.
He's out getting randy with a bunch of centaurs.
centaurs.
Oh, suck me dry, centaur.
Yeah, I think ultimately, if they, do you have J.K. Rowling's email?
Mm-hmm. I do. I'll give it to you after this episode.
Because not only would I like to talk about racist and inappropriate things with her, I'd like to have a couple of
Ideas.
Ideas. That
I
I'd
don't
like to
know if
write.
is she racist?
Something happened. Wait, what did she do?
She's just transphobic.
Oh, well, yeah,
She's
I'd
a-
chat with her about that as well.
She's what they call a TERF, which is a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's women that do not believe trans women have a place in feminism because they were born with the gender of a man.
They canceled her.
Yeah, well, because it's a ridiculous fucking opinion.
I watched this Harry Potter documentary on HBO a long time ago, and every time that J.K. Rowling would come on the screen, above her head it would be like filmed in 2016. Just because we had to put it in, but we don't like her.
We don't like, dude. She's a moron. She could have continued to be rich and having.
I mean, she's
insanely rich, but she's got like hordes of fans, and the gay community loves Harry Potter, and they fucking. Why would they now? Because she couldn't shut her fucking mouth. If you're gonna be famous, just go to the grocery store, fuck centaurs, and don't talk about it.
If you have a that kind of level of fame, just
shut the fuck up.
Leave a little illusion.
Yeah, you don't need. No one needs to know your fucking opinions. Just kidding, Rowling.